What's good, Buffs Nation? We got a big-time update that came down earlier today. Coach Prime had posted a picture on social media of himself at the hospital with one of his boys. And man, I got to say, your boy felt a little bad for him. So let's jump into that. It's Shilo Sanders. He looks like he's probably done for the season. So his final year in college football is officially most likely over. Now, there's a chance that having this surgery, he could be back late in the year, but I'm not going to bank on it. I'm going to say he's done. So let's take a look at it here on the Prime Time for college football. All right. We all know Shilo Sanders went out of the game against Nebraska early doing a tackle, right? And after he made that tackle, came out, went into the locker room. He came back. And when he came back, he was in a sling. And so the expectation is he's probably done. Coach Prime mentioned after the game they think there's possibly something. He's not sure what the injury is. He's not sure of the severity. Well, Prime posted on social media a picture of himself with them. As you can see, Shiloh's laying there in the hospital bed. Yeah, he's done. And so because of that, now we've got to talk about what does this mean for the Buffs going forward? Who can step up and take over? Now, the good thing is that Colorado's got options. We also saw there was an injury on the defensive line in Chidozie. He got hurt. He walked out with a sling. Coach Prime mentioned that he thinks that he's probably going to be back sooner than later. But as of right now, all we know is that Shiloh's most likely done for the year. So we asked the question, options. What do we got here for Colorado to play with? What's some of the options we have going into the rest of the season? So they got Carter Stoudemire is the one that went out there after Shilo went out. He was a converted corner. He played in at safety there. I mean, you technically also got Savion Riley, and there's a few others on the depth chart that I think have a chance. I think Preston Hodge was actually a safety when he came over. Now he's playing corner, well, more so nickel. You probably can slide him back if you want to put Carter back at the corner spot. You can put him at the nickel, but I think the nickel is more of a critical position inside of the defense that Robert Livingston runs. And so the good thing for Colorado is the defense steps up in the second half. I know y'all saw the video with me and TJ, and we talked about just the way that the defense has performed in the most critical portions of the game. They seem to show out, especially as the game goes on. Second half, they've given up 6 points this season, given up 48 in the first half, but 6 in the second. And that secondary has really stepped up, broken up passes, done a good job of coverage. So all in all, it appears that what Colorado's going to need to do is they're just going to have to lean in on some of the younger players out there on the secondary, which isn't a bad thing, right? I mean, I got some grad transfers out there too. The depth chart's actually pretty deep when it comes to the secondary, and it kind of sucks, though, that Shilo is now done for the year. Feel bad for him, right? He was out there trying to have a breakout year. He was saying himself, he was bringing back old school football. So he's out there trying to hit people. I ain't complaining. I know y'all aren't either. You like that physical style of football, and Rob Livingston also appreciated that as well. So we was hoping that we'd get a lot more Shilo this year, but after 2 games, young man is done. Let us know what you think. Hop in the comments. Show some love to Shilo as his season is done. But the good thing is Colorado, like I said, they have options. And so I'm kind of curious now to see, what do y'all think? Who do y'all think will be the ones to step up? Who do you think Colorado decides to throw out there on the field? I want to hear from you all, because it's kind of fascinating to see that this team actually has some depth. And it's one of those positions where the concerns aren't going to be as big as it is if you're thinking about offensive line or, even defensive line, right? The depth is there. Now it's all about going out there and executing. And I think they can. I'm not truly concerned about that, but that's always a big time plus. And so now, if anything, we are waiting for Coach Prime to get some updates. His presser's coming up this week, probably tomorrow. we'll be able to hear a lot more about who else is going to be down, we expect to come back this coming week against Colorado State. It's a big game, and you already know Jay Norvell already had some things to say in his press conference. We're going to check that out and talk about, what Jay Norvell, and hopefully he wasn't out here throwing shots again. We don't need any more of that beef. But all we know is should be a good football game. So let us know what y'all think. Hop in the comments. Check out one of our latest videos with TJ. Like I said, he pulled up and we talked about Colorado. We got another video coming out soon to talk about some of the fixes that need to happen on both sides of the ball. We would love to hear what y'all think about that. All right, we're out. And check out the latest video here. Make sure you subscribe, hit the bell notification. Talk soon.